Hey folks, Phil Gallagher of ThrabenU here for another Monster Train run. We're going to try out Little Fade today. I've played one or two other Little Fade runs and they all felt really awkward to me. I'm still getting a feel for this champion. Okay, so this is the sort of thing that is very good if you randomly reform it. Resin removal is very good against this Seraph, and Space Prism is something you're rarely sad to see. Alright, so let's see what's up. So, I don't really get how I'm supposed to use this. I played one other run with this and did not go well. So, it's kind of a crappy backline unit, and it's kind of a crappy frontline unit. If you kill it a billion-y times and then randomly reform it with primitive mold over the course of a run, it can be cool as a backline unit in the final fight, I guess. But, how are you supposed to kill the early floor bosses using this? That's what I couldn't figure out. I took this and then just, died either Circle 1 or Circle 2 very handily with kind of a weak starter deck. Whereas this makes a lot of sense to me. You play it, you dedicate a couple of turns to killing it or getting intent on death, and then, it's just a killer backline unit. Eternal Flame I get. Little Icarus I don't. I don't care about this streak at all. If I cared about the streak, I'd just take this because I understand this. But let's try to see if I can figure out how to make the spikes work. God, these primitive molds are gonna suck so hard in this run because I'm just gonna return Ember Morsels. Alright. Mindjax has the most potential to be busted, so let's take that. I have no ability to kill units with spells, right? Literal zero? Yeah, literal zero ability to kill units with spells, so all of these things are going to the pyre. Yeah. I don't know that I turn on this trial. My champion's not good. My cards aren't good. I am, legit scared of taking that trial. Yeah, I can use this to kill one of these, and then maybe I reform it back later, maybe. Yeah, I don't know. These are dead in initial turns. Yeah, so once I eat a morsel, it is just we're not guaranteed to get Little Fade back anymore. Maybe I shouldn't have even eaten morsels. That's the sort of world that this is. Maybe that's the sort of world this is. But everything's fine. Yeah, maybe I'm just not supposed to play these Shade Splitters and they're just dead cards in my deck right now. Ugh. Yeah, and then any turn where we don't draw one of these just feels god-awful. And 5. Yeah, and now like we're gonna, if I play stuff this turn, the train stewards just die. It's not the best. I don't feel like I can play any of my cards. Otherwise my deck gets worse. Yep. Like, am I supposed to try to look for a damage shield morsel, or am I supposed to try to reform Little Fade with higher success next turn? Okay. Well, at least that happened, so we don't take 1,000,000,000 fire damage this fight. Yeah, like, how am I supposed to take great cards like this if the only way that I'm surviving things right now is by reforming Little Fade randomly with Primitive Mold? Like, I feel like I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11 cards that I want to remove from this deck. And I can't draft a lot of morsel-related things. Yeah, I don't like this. I don't like this at all. Like, until I get something like a molded with holdover, I don't know how I'm supposed to do things. Yeah, like, how can I reasonably pick these up? Like, do I take a Gorger? Yeah, I need a unit, right? Like, I'm just gonna die to the next boss if I don't have a unit. This is better than normal against this Seraph. Alright. We'll give it multi-strike. Do I have to pass again? I kind of feel like I need more units. But like, this is a hard fight. Yeah, when Little Fade is the only thing in the discard pile, this is not crazy or anything. But how am I supposed to play these cards? Ugh, I say. It seems like I'm gonna need these damage shields. I don't love what's going on here. Maybe I'm underestimating how big Little Fade is going to be by the end of this. Yeah, again, these are great cards that I just feel like I have to pass on. I don't know what I'm supposed to do if I don't hit Molded. We'll find out, because it seems kind of like it's happening. Like, is this another case where it's kind of like playing Awoken, where like the starter card is just stupid good, so you remove everything from your deck that's not the starter card? Maybe that's what's happening. What does this Talos do? Daze the front unit. That happened through my damage shield? Probably happens through my damage shield. I almost wonder if I duplicate this just as another creature that does 40 damage and hide one behind the other. We can then finish the upgrades on the unit here. It's a little late for my liking, but it feels like the line. A Wickless Baron. That'll do stuff. I think I'm just gonna skip it. Big damage spell would be cool. If I get stronger, I don't want this, and if I don't get stronger, I really want this. I'm gonna take it. Alright, here we go. Bye, Little Fade. I'll miss you. Bye. And I do think I need to feed this thing morsels. Like, when we get Little Fade back, we get Little Fade back. When we don't, we don't. Yeah, okay, so it looks like it is going to daze this. Fine, we killed 2 of these anyway. Go hang out up there. All right. That kills this and saves me 1 fire health. Ooh, I don't like that. I don't like that. Okay. Little Fade. Little Fade. Little Fade. That gets 2 of those at least. That's why we picked this. That and the beautiful sound that it makes. Oh man, we redrew the siren song. That's hot. Oh. Oh, and you were already dead anyway. I didn't even need all of this. These are cards. I believe I will be taking Shroud Mitosis. I need to do something unfair, and like Gorger plus Shroud Mitosis tends to be very strong. Furnace Tap is potentially very interesting with this later, but I don't know that I want to take something that's like much more situational than just Shroud Mitosis. No! That's gonna be a pass from me. Lady of the Reformed plus like a little fade that's come back via primitive mold is like kind of interesting. That could be a way to actually keep it around, but that requires a lot of things to happen, and I think for most of this run I'm actually just going to be winning it via Crucible Warden, and my champion does whatever my champion does. And I think this is pretty easily gonna be card draw. Like, we have capacity covered from the Mind Jacks already, and at some point, maybe even as soon as next floor, we go to a Merchant of Magic and we start doing some cost reduction, at which point having extra card draw is just great. So, the question is, how are we pathing? This is a really strong floor. I would like to plan for that. So, like, I want to go this way, and I want to go this way. So, I'm going to get a duplication event offered next floor. I probably want to go left and make something that's worth duplicating. Although, I could just not mess around with it and just duplicate a Siren Song and just say, like, there we go. That's what we're doing. And that's how I finish off large units as of right now. Holdover Shroud Mitosis is pretty good. Holdover Siren Song is pretty good. Duplicating either one of those is strong. What would I do with the duplication if I just take card remove right now? I would just duplicate one of these two without upgrades, which is fine. Let's go right. Three? That is a... There's a lot of cheated Ember as of right now. Plus Train Stewards for a little while. That helps with setup. Makes my card draw look better. I still think we remove these, even though they are free. I want to take them out of the pool of things that can be brought back. I can mix and match and give this endless. Is that better? Actually, with this, it probably very, very much is. Yeah. Yeah. Okay. I would like to gain a way to kill that. Multi-strike's very good against damage shields. Very, very good against damage shields. Let's just slow our roll on that one. Keep the Pyre Knights nice and healthy. Yeah, so now my primitive molds are primarily going to be used to bring back morsels. Is this good? Seems like this is good enough for this fight. I can kill it more? Yeah, I'd probably just get slays by hitting things this fight. Seems fine. And then we'll go, like, health morsel here and duplicate it. You can just get out of the way here, and that gives me an ember. Okay. No, neither one of my morsels had attack last turn. Okay, nice. I think it's just fine to keep... Yeah. Fine to keep eating things here. What are we doing about this floor? That's a bit of a nuisance. Eric, that can be 50. Oh, are we just not eating this turn? Maybe we're just not eating this turn. Then this is worth 20 more damage. And this is worth 20 more damage. That gives us Slay here. And we do still get to eat. Yeah. For some large-ish morsels. So you're getting a Slay on this as of right now. This is a damage morsel. That'd be cool. Nope. Okay. That gets everyone. Maybe find a better morsel to duplicate. Yeah. Something like that. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Can't really answer backline stuff super well, right? So like those are just there. Yeah, those are just there. Okay, that's a lot of damage. I could math it out to see if this gets the Slay. I don't really want to, if I'm being honest. Like, with one of the creatures disappearing in the middle and the spikes damage, a lot. Okay, Subsuming Blade sounds great. That's a way to kill my own creature repeatedly, and it's also backline removal. Like, that's great. Cannibalize is also a way to kill my champion. And it like simultaneously makes 3 uncommon or rare morsels, which improves the overall quality of things in the pool of stuff that I can bring back randomly. Yeah, I'm on board with this. I don't think I want to duplicate an unupgraded Subsuming Blade. So now that I have that Subsuming Blade, it is really tempting to pivot and take an upgrade here. Doing so costs me 2 card removes, though. Like, this is a really valuable node. And I'd be good going to a Merchant of Magic here. Yeah, this isn't good, this isn't good, this is worse than the Merchant of Steel on the next floor. I'm gonna stay the course here. Oh, these are good. These are very good. I think it's Winged Steel. I think I'm taking Winged Steel and then maybe taking Ember after this next fight. I'm a little unsure. Not after this next fight, after the next boss. If I end up taking Ember, like another Subsuming Blade, even if it doesn't get upgraded, still looks pretty good. I think Siren Song, Shroud Mitosis, Subsuming Blade are the things that are kind of reasonable here. Alright, I'm gonna take another Subsuming Blade. Like, killing my champion to scale my champion is, like, very good. No. Also, like, rip Little Fade in this fight. Champion that does nothing versus sweepers is a little rough. Actually, the best way to play this is not to kill my own Little Fade, right? It's to play Little Fade to kill one of these, Subsuming Blade, kill another one of those. Gives armor to this, which is a nuisance, but so it goes. Oh, so not good at getting collectors. I can luck into the other Subsuming Blade. I think I want to go... Yeah? Yeah. 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 Is this fine at 61? Probably fine at 61. Let's not redraw that. I'm kind of assuming that we can put the stop on most units here. on this middle floor now. That's gonna get a kill on a backline unit. And then only morsels, it's only morsels. Ooh. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I want more attack power. No, I want more damage shields. Let's not add you to the pool. Yeah. Alright. Let's remove a whole bunch of cards and see where this run goes. This kills that. Now if I hit a morsel with attack power, that gets the back one as well. Now let's Subsuming Blade this. Let's not redraw those. Well, it's 30 more damage. Need about 10 more. That'll work. Sorry, little Fade. You don't get to survive this boss. Guess that means I just like cannibalize you. Make room for a couple extra spots. I guess you are worth 45 or so damage. Oh, you're back. Welcome. I guess I play you on the bottom now that you survive an extra hit. Looking good. Ah! Ah! Rip your lifesteal. Okay, that's cool. So that actually lives and will give me damage shield. That's super cool. That doesn't do anything. Okay, so there's already death here. This Subsuming Blade can't kill Little Fade, but I can kill one of those. Wickless recruitment can be used to remove melee weakness in the last fight. I already have a resin removal. Do I want this? It's redundancy. The free card that I can play no matter what for winged steel purposes to help redraw. I don't know that I want it. Yeah, I don't know that I want it. Engine upgrade's probably pretty good. That maybe keeps me from taking Ember and lets me take card draw yet again. Alright, so let's finish upgrades on these two creatures. Quick is eh. Strength Stone is eh. Ideally looking for multi-strike. And 1 plus 25 HP. I might settle for 1 upgrade here, in case there's not a good upgrade in this slot on the next set. I'd accept Large Stone. Accept multi-strike. Endless is not good. Maybe I do just roll. Okay, that's the front one. This is the back one. We have 2 space prisms, which is why that large stone isn't actually all that big of a deal. Let's go to the cavern first. This just directly negates the downside of the unit that I just took. Great. Alright, we're doing okay. I don't know that we're doing much better than okay. But, like, we're still at basically full pyre health. And, like, we have some meta-level scaling that happens between fights. Okay, so this is the worst of the two. This is the one that is going to be in front. This is the one that's going to be behind. I know I'm eating at least once. Sure. Let you die too? Yeah, I don't really want to bring you back, but I also really don't want to redraw you. So that's the incant one now. I think I like the idea of 1, 2, or subsuming blade here. This is cheaper to do. This is... No, maybe let's just subsuming blade here. Then do this here, which redraws Little Fade. So that's the incant one. Little Fade, cannibalize it. Eat. Just like build up those damage shields. I think something like that's pretty good. But I want to be attacking with those things. Well, I am scaling up this thing's attack pretty quickly. I'll admit that. And my Forever Flame is making the downside of this basically 0. Non-morsel? Non-morsel. I don't want to return this. Maybe I just Shade Splitter here. Oh no! This isn't free anymore. In my head, I thought that was free. That's okay. think this is still going to be fine to do. That gets the last one there. No one has those sorts of things. Let's just get rid of that. You can die here. And that does nothing. Okay. 116. That's pretty okay. Cannibalize you? No, that's probably greedy. Let's not take fire damage for being cute. Yeah, we're largely good here. I might Subsuming Blade this versus this. Like I can play 2 Primitive Molds and then Subsuming Blade that, and then I don't have to worry about anything getting through. Oh wait, this is also going to add damage, right? Okay. Good stuff. It's not the best morsel. It's also not the best morsel. Let's take a redraw. That's good. That lets me use my Shroud Splitter much better. Alright. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Nah, let's just dump these morsels from my hand. Not clunk up the deck. We can be going for slightly more optimization than what I'm doing here, but I think we've just got kills. That's better. Is this good here? Just consume some of the cards that I'm not removing from my deck? Maybe not. Trample on my champion's kind of interesting. Not sure if I'm taking card draw or Ember. This, if I take this, or my little Fade that's going to have realistically about 100, maybe 120 attack in the last fight, the trample is relevant to finish off back enemies, but there aren't even that many back enemies in that fight. Maybe that actually doesn't do a lot. Let's just take gold. If I have one card draw plus this, I have 2 more cards than normal, which kind of makes me want to take Ember, but I don't have that much to do with Ember. It's mostly Subsuming Blades, which hopefully I do some cost reduction on. Oh. Ember and card draw are probably that close, and might even be able to make an argument for capacity there as well. I'm thinking about going left and just double card removing on draft, taking those out of the pool so that I can always build damage shields, and then spending big the following floor. Yeah, it just feels like this Eternal Flame is so good with what I'm doing with Forever Flame. I know I started this run trying to want to test Little Icarus, but after complaining about it for a couple of floors, I'm good with pivoting. We get some meta progression, which is good. That's definitely not nothing, but it just feels like Eternal Flame is so strong. That probably does nothing, that probably does nothing, this probably does very little. This is a super cool artifact, I love the addition of it, but don't think this is worth our gold. Alright. Does this kill me in some world? Maybe it does. Let's see how strong we are, though. This is a really weak first turn draw. Yeah. Alright. Gold. Or just stop stuff from getting through and making my deck bad. Gold? I don't know. I'm getting 400 right here for taking this trial. Let's maybe make sure we don't randomly die. Alright. Alright, that's a lot of damage shields. That makes me feel much better about what's going on. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So that'll max this out. This is not a great turn. Yeah, I need this scaled like one more time. But I'm under enough pressure that I don't think I can take a turn off to scale it. Hopefully in the brief respite turn I can do that. I think I want to kill this one and just let the top one through. There might have been a way to play this turn where I cannibalized Little Fade, then triggered Winged Steel to bring it back scaled. Yeah, I bet I played this turn wrong. That's not good. This is also not good. Okay, so this turn, do I Subsuming Blade Little Fade and try to kill this? Yeah. Wait, hold on. How does Endless read? When this unit dies, return it to the top of the draw pile. Yeah, okay. So, kill Little Fade, play these, redraw Little Fade. Little Fade is bigger. Hopefully this tips us over the line in terms of a kill. Not quite. Ooh. And maybe this does kill me. Alright. I need to kill one of these two. Or draw Siren Song. Yeah. Dead? I think I have no outs to that. Yeah, I needed the Siren Song. That's okay. Like, we weren't concerned with the streak there. We were trying to see how strong we were. And the answer was not particularly strong. I think we could have very easily killed Seraph in that run, but, like, I wanted to see how strong this was. I don't think that spikes Little Fade with, like, the long-term scaling is nearly as good as the Endless one. Maybe I'm playing it wrong, but it felt like we were exceptionally weak for the first couple of circles, and then all of a sudden we switched to which Little Fade we were playing, and we got really, really strong. So, no, not run history. I want logbook. So looking at, like, first level of each of the Little Fades for a second. Like, this one is incredibly situational and awkward. It makes your burnout units better, but if you don't have starting burnout units because you don't have dregs, and you miss on burnout units, Like, you have to wait until you've somehow killed your own units or the enemies have killed your units to gain scaling from this. And similarly with this does almost nothing in the first couple of floors and you feel really weak. Whereas this is just absurdly powerful in comparison, at least in my opinion. The only thing is that this works against your starting cards in some ways because you're not able to use your random reform to get this back, but that's okay. You don't want to be doing that. Yeah, I don't know. I'm not super impressed by either of these two lines as of right now. And like the whole sleigh thing, you're initially supposed to gain power with this by like throwing it in front of the bus and having things attack it and kill it. But at 1 HP, it doesn't live through anything. So if the front line is a tank or something that's not super fragile, you don't get initial slays with this. Yeah, I don't know. Those are some of my thoughts on Little Fade so far. All right, I'm gonna go ahead and call it a day there. Have a great rest of the day, folks. Let me know what you think about that Spikes Little Fade if you've had different experiences with it. Like obviously I've been playing the beta a lot, but I've been testing a whole bunch of different things. Like there's so many things to test, and some things have changed specifically. I don't have that many runs under my belt with any one specific thing yet.